plaintiff, Danielle Amder, met the defendant and became friends. But once they became roommates, Danielle realized that the defendant was a heavy drinker. Danielle claims one night after an argument, the defendant got drunk, trashed her home, and vandalized her car. So she's suing. Defendant Haley Gloss says while living with Danielle, she often brought random men into her bedroom, despite the fact that Danielle had a boyfriend. Haley insists she never damaged Danielle's car, so she refuses to pay.
Start with you.
Your Honor, I've known Haley Gloss since 2014. We became friends freshman year. We started hanging out, going to parties. That's when I kind of saw that she might have had a little drinking problem when she drank a little bit excessively. We moved in together sophomore year, and that's when, she used to drink.
After noticing she had a drinking problem, you moved in with her?
Well, Your Honor, I really didn't notice this as a problem freshman year. We weren't living together. I had a different roommate. I had seen her from time to time drinking when we went out, but it was never too much. She had mentioned to me that she had been drinking since she was 12 years old and that she had a high tolerance, but it really manifested that she had drank excessively one time specifically when we moved in together. We had a housewarming party. We had some friends over, typical kind of college night. The party went a little bit out of hand. Some of her friends drank way too much. One of them threw up all over the place. And instead of dealing with the matter, she fled the scene. She actually forgot what had happened the night before. And that's when I really realized that, she has an issue with drinking. And we're in this mess today because of her drinking issues, sir.
We'll get to the specifics, but let me allow her to give some background.
Okay. Danielle was my former best friend, roommate, and she was very nice. We got along very well. We didn't hang out that often, and I was dating someone at the time, and I was always with him.
His name wasn't Jack Daniels, was it? The
No,
guy
no.
you were dating? Okay. Go ahead.
She started dating someone, but when I was always at my boyfriend's house, when I would come home, I would go up because we had like rooms next to each other. She would have guys in her room, and I'd be like, "Oh, does your boyfriend know?" And she'd be like, "No, why not?" Well,
that's wrong, actually.
Oh, who was the guy in your?
They were actually friends from my dorm, so I don't know what you're talking about. And anyway, guys have nothing to do with this case. It's your drinking that has led us to you vandalizing my car.
Let's talk about the drinking. Did you have a drinking problem?
I did not have a drinking problem. We had occasional parties. We're college students, and yes, I did get too drunk the one party, but the one she's leading up to just.
Okay, let's hear what the incident is.
Okay, well,
go ahead.
This incident occurred on May 6, 2016, and that was Springfest at the University of Akron. Kidden came to perform, and a lot of people have house parties and things like that. So I invited some friends over, and Haley was one of them, as well as my witness who's here today. And I said, okay, you could bring a few friends, come at 3 or 4. First of all, Haley was late. We started drinking before she came because she said she was coming at a certain time, and she was late. She didn't tell me she was coming late. And so my neighbor was having a party, so we actually ended up going to there. Then she said she's coming over. So we're at the neighbor's house, we're waiting for her, and then I come back to the house, and the house is trashed. 3 bottles of alcohol is gone.
The house that you all shared?
The house, at this time, we were not roommates anymore. She had left to stay home with her mom, so just a mess everywhere, and Haley was not in sight. I call her, I say, how could you do this? Come to the house, grab your stuff, you're not allowed back at this house again.
Why do you think she would do something like that? Because you all didn't wait on her?
Yeah, I'm assuming she thought I was,
no,
I ditched her.
She
thought I ditched her, basically.
When you asked her, she denied it, obviously?
Yeah.
Okay, she said, I didn't do it?
She said, I didn't do it. She said her friends did it.
Got it.
I called her multiple times. Haley was super drunk, crying, out of it. And I said, you have 2 hours to come to this house because the concert was at 7. So
come to the house and do what?
Grab her stuff and leave because she had ruined the house. That's disrespectful. I thought she was my best friend. And I give her multiple calls. She hangs up on me a few times. And I keep texting her, and my witness witnessed this as well. Never been so angry in my life that she even caused this.
You want to come up? You want your witness to speak?
Sure.
State your name.
My name is Rochelle Beath, and I was there the night of the incident. And I can attest to Danielle calling Haley multiple times to come get her stuff.
Okay, go ahead. And so what happened?
So, call her, not answering. And finally, I'm like, you know what? Why should I not go to a concert? Because she decided to get drunk and ruin my house. So lock up the door. I tell her, I text her and say, hey, I'm going to be leaving. I call her, say I'm leaving. And we walk to the concert. And then I keep getting calls from her friends to come and let her in. I go head over to the house with my witness here and a few other friends that were with me. And Haley's there, eyeliner running down her face, crying, hysterical. And I go into the screens off my window. I have a chair that's usually on the lawn, and I have a witness statement from the witness, a neighbor across the street who witnessed her around the car with the chair and tried to get into my house with the chair. And so I just go into the house, let her in, let her grab her stuff. She leaves. And actually the witness here today is the first one. It's dark out. Noticed that there were some scratches on my car. So she had vandalized my property with the chair, which I have the police statement from the neighbor who saw her around there. And I have texts of her proving that she said it was her fault. I do have pictures of some of the damage.
Let's see
yes,
it.
and I also have the estimate.
I'll get to you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, so after we left, we went to Izzy's dorm and we hung out there. And then I realized that I left my purse there, which had a bunch of money in it. And I was like, okay, I want my purse. And I was with my cousin, and we walked over there to go get it, knocked on the door, wasn't there. And I was on her porch for like an hour, calling her and calling her and calling her. And then
I know you were upset.
Yeah, I was. I really was. It's my money, my property, whatever. So
That's a pretty good motive. I just need you to tell me whether you damaged their car.
I did not do this to the car whatsoever. It was a college campus party. It was called Spring Fest. It was a huge, people were partying, having house parties on every single street since 10 a.m. It could have been anyone.
Well, we're at the neighbor's house, we're waiting for her, and then I come back to the house and the house is trashed, 3 bottles of alcohol is gone, the screen's off my window, and actually the witness here today is the first one. It's dark out. Noticed that there were some scratches on my car.
Plaintiff Danielle Abder was roommates with the defendant, and she claims after an argument the defendant got drunk, trashed her home, and vandalized her car. So she's suing.
What do you have you want to show me? You say, I see the scratches. It's certainly an intentional act by someone. Do you have more enemies or more people that were mad with you? What else do you have?
I have an estimate of the lowest estimate obtained for the damages, and I have evidence of her saying that, like you said, it's my fault.
There you
A few days later, and I agreed to paying the cost in the highlighted text. So if you didn't agree, you're guilty, obviously. Why would you agree to pay me? You could have said, Danielle, stop.
All right.
So,
Did you say these things?
I also have evidence of her saying, well, so if you didn't hit my car,
Let's
Haley,
start with you. Did you say you'd pay?
Because I felt bad at the time.
Oh,
and
you
she
don't
kept
feel bad
harassing me.
anymore?
She called me every single day, harassed me, left voicemails.
did not call.
You, yes, you did. You left a voicemail on my phone, and she texts me every single day. I tried to help a friend out at the time. I felt bad. I had the money, and then this was all about car damages, and then out of nowhere, boom.
You said you have an eyewitness as well.
Oh, I have, yes. I have
Let's
the
see that
statement, yes.
statement.
I have the statement saying that she was around the car. So obviously, if she hit my house with the car, it's in the police report. She obviously was around my car, and Ryan, my neighbor across the street, did see her around the car with the chair. And it was a short blonde girl.
I have a ruined car because of your dumb friends who can't control their alcohol.
Okay, but then you continue to say
and then
that it's my fault.
You also said that Ryan said that he saw
You
someone.
making a payment plan.
No, he.
Yeah, I can do $150 a month.
We were best
You are a good
friends.
friend. Something somebody else did to you, she makes a payment plan with you. What a great friend.
You know, I like you, but if someone scratched your car, I'm not
You're not gonna pay? You're not that good of a friend?
She was trying to
She
blame my
says,
cousin
yes,
or one
it
of my
is you
friends.
who caused extensive damage on my car, so you owe me. You say, fine, done. And you have eyewitness statement here. Do you know
So she came.
Ryan? Ryan have a problem with you? Does he have any motive for lying to the police?
No, they're just
All right, because
friends.
he told the police, he said that he saw gloss around the car, stated that she may have been damaging the car at that time since he saw no one else around it. All right, and so with all this evidence, I'm going to grant you your judgment. Have a good day.
You know what? I think this case is settled the right way, and I didn't want to settle like this. I gave Haley 5 months to make a decision on how she wanted to pay me, and I didn't want to involve court, but it led to this, so hope she has a great life.
All I know is that she's mooch, and I didn't do it to her car, so she has the money now, so she's happy-go-lucky.